I saw a video with a woman listing her non-negotiables of reasons as to why she won't date a man with kids. She goes on to say that she have one child and that's why she don't want to date a man with kids. She claims that a woman always cuts the cord with the father of their kids and that women do not want that situation. But let's face it, you will always have a connection with the father of your kids, whether you guys are on good terms or not. Then she goes on to say, if you don't cut that cord with your child's father, he's gonna have the option to run back and forth with you as he please. That option to run back and forth with you is only there if you're entertaining that. So that is not a one-size-fits-all scenario. And on the flip side of that, I would suppose that a single man should get the option not to want to date women with kids if he don't want to. Because if you as a parent don't want to date a man with kids, why should a single man? Let's be realistic here.
I'm a single mother myself. I don't have a lot of support, but I still make time for you. It was always kind of like a crutch. And I felt like I can't do this no more. So for me, I personally wouldn't want to meet a man with a child. I'm open to it, but I just feel like it's not something that I would be interested in because I just don't want to deal with somebody else that aspect. My child's father, he's non-existent. You know, he comes every birthday, that's it, or whatever. So I have no issues, no man knocking down or like saying, don't be around my son. But for me personally, I don't want to date anybody with a child.
But isn't that hypocritical because you have one?
I just said I'm a hypocrite. I know.
But does that? Are you saying? Are you going to say that's going to change as you get older, or just is standard?
I mean, it. Like I said, I was open to dating a man with a child. I did. He had 2 different baby mothers.
Was that your first and last one?
No.
Mom of 3 kids, I will not be dating men that have kids. You guys are not to be taken seriously. Nobody wants you because your baby mama left you for a reason. If you are not licking the floor that I walk on, you are not going to be with me. Like,
can you imagine being a guy with 3 kids, and you go out, you find a girl that's single, that doesn't have kids, and she doesn't want you because you have kids. Fair enough. But then you have a woman that you like, and she has 3 kids, and you have 3 kids, and you don't mind that. You think she's not going to judge you because you have kids, and then you hear stupid shit like this. She's not going to love you, and she ain't going to love your kids, bro.
So I want to be a wife, but I don't want no man with kids, even though I got kids.
What? That's crazy.
I know. But I don't have...
Why don't you want a man with kids? And you have... Do you have primary custody? Do you have primary custody?
Do I have primary custody? Yes, I do. It's not the kids. I'm fine with kids. I don't like the baby mama drama.
How many fathers do you have?
1.
Where is he?
Incarcerated.
For the rest of his life?
Not for the rest of his life, no. But he's married.
Doesn't matter. Still could be drama.
You think so? I don't think so. I've never had.
He's alive. He's alive.
But I've never had with him.
But okay, but he's alive.
Correct.
So you don't want a man with kids because you don't want to deal with possible drama, but you want a man of high value men to deal with a woman with kids from a man who's in jail.
I know. Yep. That's unlogical, huh?
So it was raining. I had time to kill real quick, man. I'm going into the storm as I'm going back home. But hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. So I see this push where you got women saying that they don't want to date women with children, saying they don't want to date men with children. And I mean, that's their preference. I mean, I know a lot of things I think that's come from this forefront, and it's been like this for a long time. You just don't understand women's point of view. Like, you don't get their angle, you know, when it comes to these things that they have, you know, they broke, but they want a rich man, you know, but a lot of times it's Hollywood selling them a dream, you know, and the number one thing about like stuff like that, where they feel like I can be a hoe, a stripper, like, you know, like the Richard Gere Pretty Woman, or that movie shaped a lot of people's expectations that they can be saved. Then when you see these pookie ass, simp ass rappers, see, back in the day, they used to marry like respectable women, most like Snoop Dogg's wife, and they, you know, Dr. Dre's wife was a lawyer. They used to have like respectable women as their wives, but now you got Pookies and Ray Rays, you know, and it's a little bit different because there's more visibility. They in full blown relationships with shot girls, strippers, and OnlyFans models. You know, you see them having Instagram models. So every woman like, oh, if I get a BBL and I get some chest and I be a hoe, I can get a rich dude. But don't even understand like the assignment is you're not built for that. You ain't built for polygamous. You ain't built to share. You ain't built to catch STDs. You ain't built just to be the notch on their belt. See, every woman be like, you hear women saying, I'll be a side chick. I make a better side chick. You ain't built for that life, bro. Most women in today's society, I remember Kenny Anderson's wife, she was becoming a thing on the internet a few years ago, right? And she said she didn't even know Kenny Anderson, he's an NBA player, by the way, legendary, Georgia Tech. She said even when they got divorced, back in the day, they got divorced. She said she didn't even know that Kenny Anderson had that many hoes. He said it was hoes popping up left and right after they divorced. You know, shout out to him because he's coaching right now. There's no disrespect, but she said she didn't even know. Women, they don't make women like that no more, right? Who can just play that role. Every woman in this social media era, they want to be the one. And believe it or not, that's one of the singular things that probably keep married men from cheating. That's it. You know, outside of losing their children, losing their family, or losing their money, right after those things, the singular thing is that women don't play their roles. And that's why I say women don't cheat better. Don't get that to misconstrued. That's a lie. It's that men don't whistleblow on women is why they don't get caught. Women sloppy as hell, bro. If you look, it won't be too hard to find. And I hear people say, well, you shouldn't look. It's so funny how we got these traditional sayings, right? But these traditional codes that we live by, with these non-traditional ass human beings. My whole thing is, bro, if you want to make that commitment to move in, to marry her, check. Put a PI on if you about to, yeah, you don't want to not know. Now, you can waive that if she get a contract without the government or get a prenuptial agreement that's to your liking, yeah. But if you really want to know, don't live in the dark, because guess what? When it shock your ass, you living out your car, or you about to do the unthinkable and you crumble, and you about to send her to the upper room, you're gonna be looking stupid. But their whole premise on it, that's their preference. You know, but a lot of them, what's the number one thing? I hear people talk about this, but you don't hear dudes really harp on this. See, a lot of the reaction videos, a lot of dudes really ain't raw. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of these dudes don't be keeping it real. Because they want to protect their money. I'm not mad at it. This is how a lot of these dudes eating. This is their only source of income. But they can't keep it raw. I remember when O'Shea Duke Jackson was coming on, that motherfucker was raw. And he had cleaned it up, but they don't keep it raw. You know why they don't want to date men with children? Women with children, because they still fucking their baby daddies. That's simple as that. It's a projection, bro. They know they still getting bust down by their baby daddy. So they like, well, I'm gonna still get bust down, but you ain't gonna be busting down your baby mother. That's what it boiled down to. Ain't got nothing to do with the woman. The other woman ain't got nothing to do with her. It ain't got nothing to do with the other woman. I seen a video, man, if I can find it, I'm gonna plug it in there. I seen a video where the two girls fought, right? And they end up having sex after fighting over the guy to settle their differences, bro. So it ain't, like I said before, women love, baby mamas and women love that drama, bro. They love that drama. Most women love to be fighting over some dick. Fighting over their husband. Fighting over their baby daddy. And then the dynamics are so different. You're the mother 9.5 times out of 10. You got the children. You got the children. That dad usually don't got the children. And that's the dangerous thing about having children, is that the government and the woman that you with tell you when you win and have more say so over your children. That's the scary thing about it, bro. The government have more say so over your child than you do. When they get if they get the immunization shots. Oh, if you can pick them up from school. You know what I'm saying? You got no control. It's like the children is like a timeshare now. If a woman get mad at you for no reason, if she just wanted to use you to get to have children, I don't need no. That's the number one dangerous thing about dealing with women who say I don't need no man or hate men. They don't care nothing about the children. And they say, yeah, fuck you, I can do it on my own. Then put you in child support court and then use the children as a shield. Well, the children need this and I can't. I'm telling you. But if the shoe was on the other foot and you was taking care of the children, they'll feel like they ain't got to pay. They ain't got to take care of them. And it's the same thing here. They're projecting what they feel about what they're doing onto the man they dealing with. What's they doing? They know they out here getting their yams knocked up by their baby daddies. And baby mamas are, man, they disingenuous as sex workers. That's why I don't understand how dudes be buying coochie. These women can set you up, rob you, and who you gonna tell? Ghostbusters ninja? Real thought. They can rob you, set you up, and who you gonna tell? Y'all like, and they can still extort you, be recording you, and you don't even be knowing. Baby mamas just as this is why you don't get them commitment, bro. They don't appreciate none of the sacrifices that you make. And that's the majority of women. They never sympathize with the sacrifices that you make. And that's crazy. And that's what a lot of dudes' issue be. Women don't understand how hard it is to be a man. And this is why a lot of dudes is like doing the single life thing. Because everybody dump on you. Don't just think about your wife, your children. You got to think about her family, your family. Everybody dump on you. Everybody expects you to do shit. Everybody expects you never to crack, never to cuss nobody out, just to take that's why motherfuckers die sooner. Think about you got a baby mama. Oh my God, they pay my light bill this week, nigga, and you just gave her $1,000 in child support. They misuse and abuse men, bro. That ain't nothing new. The lights only be about to cut off. The bitch just need her hair done or her nails done. It's the silly games they play. Make up to break up. That's all we do. First we break up, then we make up. That's a game for fools. That's a stylistics. That's what they be doing, bro. Be lying, dog. Baby mamas is so disingenuous. They are for recreational use only, man. Most of them. Talking to 3 or 4. You can come in and say that and say them take care of their children. The children are more unappreciative. They know their mama got sucking 4 different cock-a-rook-a-dook-a-doos. No, they still sleeping with they daddy. And you the fool taking care of them. And they don't appreciate nothing you do. They just use you. They just use you. Like Bill Withers. Just use me. They just use you. And then, oh man. Nah, never do that. Never do it. Women are a lot of women don't appreciate the sacrifices that you make in general. They don't. You ain't supposed to get tired. You ain't supposed to get sick. You supposed to work your 40, 60 hours, come home, bust your back, do all this shit at the house, get 2 hours of sleep. They be wanting to keep, man, most women hate your ass. The same woman that you penetrate and hate you, a lot of women love you when you just hitting them and you kicking them out the house. Get the fuck out. You giving them nothing. And most women, they love that. They love to get dogged. That's why they silly asses get on the internet and they always laughing and talking about how they get pumped and dumped and they not embarrassed by it because it's funny to them. They love it, bro. They love the highs and lows of it. They love the highs and lows of it. That's what y'all don't understand. Why do y'all think they sit there smiling telling the world, even if it's a parody, why do you think they smiling? Telling the world, oh yeah, I got pumped. They like it, bro. Most women are birds. And you know what's so funny? A lot of the women that ain't birds, that ain't hyenas or birds and shit like that, shout out to Crimson Cure, that ain't birds and shit like that, they be around, they be seeing all this bird shit going around, bro, and they be unconscious of it. But when it happened, they be like, I can't believe she did that. Oh, I can't really believe she let this happen. And sometimes you be thinking like they just playing dumb, but sometimes they really don't be aware of it. They really don't be aware of it. Y'all think I'm lying. They really don't be aware of it. That be the wild shit about it, bro. But if, boy, plain and simple, it ain't got nothing to do with drama, because them hoes love drama. It ain't got nothing to do with your baby mama. It ain't got nothing to do with drama. It got to do with they know they still fucking their baby daddy or fucking other niggas, and they figure you still fucking your baby mama. That's just what it boiled down to. That's what it boiled down. I know y'all like, man, I ain't lying. It ain't no more complex than that. Baby mamas are top of the disingenuous list. There are female criminals with more robberies, than a bank robber. The bank robbers from the town. They got more robberies than that, right? That's more honest than baby mamas. Say that right now. But hey, man, appreciate y'all. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.
I will never date a man that has children, period. Especially a man that has children under the age of like 10. God hasn't been broken up with his baby mom for more than 10 years. You know what I'm sticking to? I've just never dated a man with children. We're in this whole pickup line. There's nothing I can do. You can keep scrolling or you can choose to ignore it. I say that I would never date a man with children as a single mother to 2 children. So I got 2 baby dads. I'm a credible source. When I tell you, like, a baby mom, especially that first baby mom, is always going to hold a very special place in that man's heart. Again, credible source. You can choose to listen to me, or you can choose to not listen to me. That's totally up to you. If there's ever a sliver of doubt in your mind, go with your gut. Go with your gut. Because I'm telling you, even if that baby mom is not interested, chances are that the baby dad is still, you know, thinking about her, or wanting to be with her, or would be with her in a second if she said, come on, let's go. Yeah. 9 out of 10 times, it's not the baby mom that's the problem. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm cool as a fan. I'm cool as a cucumber. I feel like I'm a really cool baby mom to have. The way some of these girls be doing their baby dads that are like decent guys, I feel like I'm cool. Like, I'm the one you want to have on your side. I don't want either of my baby dads. I can tell you that right now. But I still got my baby dad that's in jail texting me. Good night, I love you. No, sir. Anyways, take that information with a grain of salt. My personal opinion.
Yes, I have a kid, but I don't want to date a guy with any kids, and here's why. Unless you're like a widower, why are you single? What did you fucking do? What did you do to the mother of your children? Because I know that girl did not want to break up a home. She did not want to do that. She did not want to be a single mother. I'm speaking from fucking experience. Literally, I told the father of my child, like, every time he did something wrong that any person would leave in a relationship for, I would literally beg him to be normal and to get his life together and to be responsible, because I did not want to be a single mother. Did not. So if you, sir, have children, child, anything, and your baby mama is not on drugs and you have full custody of your children, dead, yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to, maybe she cheated on you. Okay, yeah, you probably started it. Let's just be real. I do not want a man with a child because something happened and it's his fault usually. I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, his fault. And you can say that I'm fucking whatever you want. All the men in my comments are going to be like, well, shut up. Already shut up. You haven't even said anything. Shut up. Thank you.